Hi everyone and welcome to this casual Friday talk. I'm here with Enrico today and this call is more like a relaxed casual call. So it's not the normal developer updates call we're going to have. So today we're going to focus on the markets and different topics. And also, of course, we're going to talk a little bit about Mintlayer as well. But Enrico, welcome to the call this Friday.
Hi, well, good day.
Good to see you here. I know you're super busy, so I really appreciate you taking
No
time
problem.
to this call, and also for the community to see what's going on with Mintlayer.
Yeah,
So the last 2 weeks have been super crazy in the crypto market. We have this huge thing with Sam and FTX and Alameda Research that's unfortunately gone bankrupt, and it put, of course, a lot of retail investors into a position where they cannot access their fund and investment. So it's super terrible. What do you think about this, Enrico? You have been in the market for many years. So what is your thought of this, and have you seen anything like this before?
so I'm not sure. Probably it's one of the worst week of our industry ever. And there is a lesson to learn. I think there are a lot of lessons to learn. There's also, the most important thing is a lot of people lost tons of money. A lot of people put their savings into this the exchange, or even investing in some project or something, and it's always it's terrible. So a lot of people is at the moment is in trouble, and when this kind of things happen, there are two. I think there are two things that someone think of, right? One is regulation. Do we need more regulation? Do we need to prevent these things from happening again? And there are basically two school of thought. Someone think that regulation is what prevents this from happening, and the fact that it happened in the crypto world is because we don't have surveillance. We don't have the a central bank monitoring or a central authority monitoring for this kind of companies. The other So other people think that we need free market, and the market regulate itself. People learn. I don't think it's the case, but one thing that we might want to take in consideration is the fact that Bitcoin is born as a tool for self-custody, basically, right? So it's a tool for not having to trust someone else. And here we are exactly in the opposite situation. A lot of people trusted the exchange, trusted the fund, and so on. And this is why, and I mean, Bitcoin is not affected of the prices, but in terms of I
In
think this
terms
is a
of
lesson, and Bitcoin pushes in another direction here, pushes in a direction where people is more responsible, and manage their money and their funds directly. And the DeFi space itself, right, in some sense, is a place where when you're on a self custody situation, right, okay, there are smart contracts, there are stuff, there are hacks. There is still people that can rug pull or whatever, but it's but at least you have the transparency of what is going on the chain.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing about blockchain, because it's like normally like the Bitcoin blockchain, it's just super transparent. You can just go in and audit all the things that's going on the Bitcoin blockchain. So that's true. And one thing I'm just really like come to my mind is just like FTX and Alameda Research. They are centralized entities. So they should have a lawyer and an accountant and everything, make sure everything on their books are correctly stated, and it's a healthy company. And so for me, it's just like, it's super strange. We see this huge centralized entity who doesn't have like the assets on the bank accounts as they should.
I mean, it started. All the industry started as a joke, as a game. Back then, in 2012 or 2013, it was different, right? So it was an experiment. There were not a lot of money involved, and
There
a
was
lot
this
of exchange
Mount
failed.
Gox things, right?
Mount Gox, and
Yeah.
a lot of exchange failed, but it was different because people lost money, sure, but not at this magnitude. So
Yeah, so this is a completely new thing and bigger. And now I'm just like, I'm afraid kind of this is gonna do like the domino effect, as we see like back then with the just earlier this year, just like with Terra Luna collapse, and then suddenly you have like the Free Arrow, and then Celsius, then Voyager, just like going bankrupt and failed, and Voyager then just was saved by FTX. So right now Voyager is open for sale again, because FTX now have bankrupt. So I'm just like afraid of this gonna be like a domino effect, because there's a lot of rumors on other entities now that are really having problems with their liquidity. So yeah, I'm just again super afraid about this, and again it's just gonna hurt all the retail investors. So as you said before, Bitcoin was made for like self custody. So have your own private keys, and nobody can take away your coins. It's yours. So again, that's really what it's all about, to take care of your private key. And but again, it's not an excuse for the big players like FTX and other big
no, it's
players
not an
that
excuse,
now,
absolutely.
because it's just yeah. So, but yeah, let's see what's going on. It's gonna be crazy, because we have the rumors about their BlockFi now. Like, they received a loan from FTX in FTT tokens. So of course they have like a huge liquidity now. And then we also have rumors about Genesis Global. They paused their loans and redemption as well. So it's just like, I hope the best, but it doesn't look good, unfortunately. So again, like to all our community and all people, just like, please really be careful where you're gonna put your tokens and coins and Bitcoins, and best possible, just keep your own private tokens. So anything we want to add, Enrico?
Well, not really. Just be careful, and keep your token in your wallet, and
So
stacks.
yeah, exactly. So this one could actually extend the crypto window we are in right now, unfortunately. So, but again, nobody knows how the market gonna look like next month or in 3 months. So that's kind of the market we're in right now. But this one is like, even though unfortunately retailers like might lose their investments and savings or something, but it also like have an effect on like the VCs, because they are also like might lose money, so they have less liquidity to put into new startups as well. And so it's again just like this domino effect. It just like involves everything in the crypto. Just like suddenly you just have this liquidity squeeze, so you can't like build new thing as easy and fast before, because now, like, instead of like maybe before, maybe half of all projects that was getting funded, maybe the next few months it only be like 2 of 10 who are gonna get funded from the VC, because they really want to make sure they have a solid project, and
Absolutely.
that's a good thing. But maybe some opportunities are not getting
Who
funding
can?
then.
Yeah, I think who can at the moment should keep working and building, and I have no idea. I cannot make prediction, but it's likely that we are obviously in a bear market right now, and there's no way to know how long it will last. But usually bear market is where it's better to actually build something. So where you have less stress, less speculation, less thought about tokens and price and thing. You can just build what you have to do, and wait for the market to recover, basically.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what the bear market is. Just heads down and just focus on building the stuff. Exactly what we're doing at Mintlayer. And just to mention, nothing has changed from our end. We are still strong and fully focused on developing the platform, and also we are hiring. So please take a look at our website and see the open positions we have. So yeah, we are still fully focused and work harding here at Mintlayer. And yeah, again, also just to mention, like, when you said like hold your own private keys and everything, like, it's worth also mention that the Mojito wallet, which is now a Bitcoin wallet and a Lightning Network wallet, on Mojito wallet, it's a non-custodial, so the users have the private key here. So it's just like, it's super important, like you find your either your hot wallet or cold storage wallet, just like have your own keys. It's super good. And to also, like, when we're talking about Mojito, I can just give an update about the browser extension we are working on. For a few weeks ago, we asked our community for help regarding to the testing of the browser extension, and actually 267 people signed up for the test of the browser extension. So that is super amazing to get that great feedback from you guys out there. And thanks to this test and the people who are giving the feedback, we were able to spot bugs that we didn't recognize before, and also rethinking our service infrastructure in order to be more resilient, and also kind of improve the way how to provide feedback in the future from the user's interface. So all these things are what our developers right now are working on this week and next week as well. So I'm sure we will have a more precise update of this one in 2 weeks when we're gonna do the developer update.
Yep.
Anything you want to add there, Enrico? Something with the developing from your perspective? Anything?
Well, no, but I mean, as you said, the Mojito wallet is the perfect example of how we is basically our response to what's happening, right? So we self-custody, manage your key, make sure that you have your strong backup of your seed and so on. Maybe in the future we can start working and discussing about how to manage the key and the seed, because it's a very important topic. Maybe not today, but it's probably one of the most critical part of the whole Bitcoin and thing, right? And it's a trade-off. So it's on one side you have the freedom, you have the ability to control your own money. On the other side, you have to be responsible. You have to understand what are you doing, because if you initiate your wallet, right? For example, you start your wallet, you create your seed and your account, and you put money in, right? But you don't save your seed. You risk to lose everything, and you will lose everything at some point, because it's your phone. One day you will, sell your phone or change your phone, and you will forget about the wallet probably. So it's important to understand exactly what you're doing. So maybe it's a good idea to have a follow-up and discuss specifically about key management.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because it's kind of like step one when you're getting like an education about Bitcoin and the blockchain is kind of how do you save your private key, and what is a private key and what is the public key, like understanding this fundamental, because it's required, and then you can become your own bank, and nobody can touch your value and your coins and tokens. So it's absolutely a good idea. Like maybe we should dive into this one as we as a Bitcoin sidechain, we should like maybe put out a video on exactly how it works and why we are doing it as we do, just so people understand the security and safety of this. So that's a good idea. I think just I have another topic here on my notes. Is actually like I saw from our Telegram group, where some people are asking like why we don't have a Discord channel. So will you explain that, Enrico, or should I?
Yeah, so we basically decided to, at the moment, focus on the Telegram community, which was the largest one, and so we froze the current Discord community. I think Discord is good and is very it's used by developers and community that are building something, for example, other projects and so on. So it's something that we are thinking to reopen. So probably when we will launch the testnet, we will reopen the Discord channel, so that to involve developers and other communities in, right? So other projects, they might have their own channels, and they can promote and work together and show to the Mintlayer community what they're doing and so on.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea to like separate the two communities, because they might be quite different from Telegram community and also Discord community, where the plan is like our Discord community should be more focused on the development. Like it could be a place for discussion of technical ideas and tests, and developing as well. So, but yeah, so it's gonna be open sometime when we are launching the testnet. So that's the plan for us. But yeah, Enrico, anything you want to add, or I think we should wrap this casual Friday call up?
I think we can. The one thing is we have a Matrix server, but I think nobody's using it. So it's weird, because we are in our industry, right, the crypto industry. There is an awesome platform, which is Matrix, but the whole industry is using Telegram, right? So while Matrix is a very end-to-end encrypted and is very secure, and is not centralized, because you can spin your own server, right, and have your community running your own server. There's federation, so you can still connect to the others, but and it's probably is because of the user experience is not so smooth as Telegram, but we have a Matrix server running, and we have which is bridged to Telegram. So if you join the Matrix channel, it will be you will still receive everything that's going on Telegram, and vice versa, right? So it's I will be happy to see more people using that.
Yeah, it's good to hear. But yeah, maybe we should put the word out there more and describe more like what it is and why it's better to use that one. So again, that's for another call.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you all for tuning in this Friday, and wish you the best weekend. And just to advise you, we will have the development update in 2 weeks time, so end of this month. So I will see you then. And Enrico, thank you for joining again. And
Thank you,
yeah,
everyone. Have a nice weekend.
have a nice weekend, everyone. See you soon again.
Cheers.